sharpen my paper because
All right, good morning. We are live from Finn's Patio here on Points Avenue, waiting for the Manhattan Flint Hills Veterans Coalition Veterans Day Parade.
Yeah, good morning, Becky.
Good morning, Katie. It's kind of a chilly morning out here. I know that you and I are bundled up and have hand warmers and gloves and...
Yes, but we are so excited to be streaming this parade. Happy to be out here in the 30-degree weather, and just thank you to Finn's Neighborhood Pub for allowing us the space, allowing us their patio to live stream from, and also thank you to our live stream sponsor F&M Motorsports in Manhattan. They're a veteran-owned automotive and body shop here in town, and you can find out more information about them at mhkcars.com.
And the parade should be starting here any moment. The start time is technically 9:30 this morning. Right now my clock is showing 9:31, but they do have to start from the staging area, so I'm guessing that they're just getting started down there, and we should be seeing that first entry coming up here shortly. For being so cold, there's actually quite a few people out here. Most of them, of course, are across the street from us in the sun, trying to find a little bit of warmth and be able to watch and enjoy the parade.
Yeah,
so.
It is the largest parade in Kansas. I'm really excited to see it. I've never actually been out for the Veterans Day Parade, so.
Oh, so this is something brand
new for me.
There you go. But yeah, it should be a good time. I've got, 14 pages worth of entries today for the parade.
Yes.
So there will be a lot of people. I know that they said there's over 1,600 people that are going through the parade, whether that is marching in a band or driving a car or walking with a specific group. So that's quite a few people walking in the parade. And then we've got a couple hundred people here in this first block of the parade, so I'm sure the rest of the parade probably has a similar amount.
Yes, plenty of people out here. It's a really good day for a parade, I think.
Yeah, it should be a good day. Hopefully we don't get too much cold over here anymore. I think it's starting to kind of warm up. So I've got my coffee over here. Haven't drank quite enough of it yet this morning, but we'll get there. It'll be okay. So I'm trying to get this shared to our Facebook pages and Facebook groups right now, so I do apologize if I seem a little distracted, Katie. Just trying to make sure that as many people that aren't able to come out can still see it. Maybe if they're stuck in the office or something like that, they're able to still be able to watch it. So
yes, that sounds good.
Just trying to think. I guess while we have a minute, I will mention that today and tomorrow is the Armed Forces Community Foundation's Stand 2 Match Day, and they are a group that helps 24 nonprofit organizations where Armed Forces is what the Armed Forces Community Foundation provides an avenue to support the soldiers and families and the veterans in the community. And if you're wanting more information on that or want to donate, you can go to stand2matchday.com, and or you are able to go to Manhattan City Hall today until 1 p.m. and make a donation in person, or you can contact the Greater Manhattan Community Foundation for more information.
Yeah, it's a really great organization, and the parade ends at City Hall today, I believe, so once the parade's done, you can just follow it on up to City Hall and find out more information there, so thank you to them.
Okay, sounds good.
Looks like we've still got more people trickling in here for the parade.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I just got a call from the parade organizer letting me know of a last-minute change in the lineup. He was just letting me know that they have moved the commissioners, and they are riding on they're riding with the Manhattan Fire Department on Old Engine 1, and it looks like the parade is getting ready to start. I can see that lead car getting ready to come around the corner from Riley County Police Department. So we're just about ready to start here. So it should be just entering the frame now. And that is Raleigh County Police Department. They thankfully, they do great things across our community to keep us safe. And then when we have parades like today, they make sure to lead it. I know we've got members of the police department that are blocking the intersections to keep everyone safe during the parade. And then there'll be one that follows at the end of the parade to make sure that that final parade entry makes it across the parade route safely. Yeah. All right, so coming at us, we have, starting off the parade this year, is the American Legion Color Guard and the American Legion Commander Barry L. Maples. The Color Guard is composed of either members of the American Legion or the American Legion family.
Yep, it's to honor the American flag in a military manner with dignity, style, and bearing associated with a military ceremonial color guard. Their purpose is to present a contingent to bear honors at ceremonies or funerals. So excited to have them here.
Definitely. And then the Boy Scout Troop 74 is carrying the banner for the Flint Hills Veterans Coalition. The troop is the oldest continually active troop in Manhattan, serving since 1920. They currently have about 20 members and are chartered by the First Presbyterian Church. Next up is one of my favorite entries. It is the 1st Infantry Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard, and on behalf of the Commanding General of the 1st Infantry Division, Major General Myers, and the Command Sergeant Major Noyes, Fort Riley, and the United States Army, we are introducing to you the Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard, commanded by Captain Jacob Daniels and 1st Sergeant Edward Lindley. These active duty soldiers carry these flags with true knowledge of the cost and the pride for which they fly.
I absolutely love the horses. I think that they are such a great addition to any parade. They look great out here.
So the Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard was established in 1992, staffing with active duty soldiers and housing it in the historic cavalry stables, which were built in 1889.
Wow.
They are located on Cavalry Stable Row, and the troopers go through a rigorous training program to be able to participate as one of the Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard members. And you see they've got plenty of trucks and trailers to make sure that they haul those horses safely back and forth. They have, sorry, I lost track of myself here. So they also have made it to 28 different countries and have had 15 combat tours fighting for the nation. And again, this is all of their equipment, all of their support team here following them as they go through the parade today.
Very nice, and we can start to hear now them honking at us, but now we can also just start to hear the marching band for the 1st Infantry Division. They're getting ready to come through here on the live stream in just a second.
So Katie, as they're approaching us, before they get to us and get to be kind of loud and we get to enjoy their music, the 1st Infantry Division Marching Band and the 1st Infantry Division's musical ambassadors, and they're commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 2 Brian Durgan and led by Drum Major Staff Sergeant Arcadio Matos Moreno. That is a lot to say today, guys. Sorry about that. And we're going to take a moment and just listen to their music. Division, the 1st Infantry Division. The Big Red One, it's commanded by Major General Myers and Command Sergeant Major Noyes.
Yes, following the unit of Following the unit colors are the men and women from the 1st Infantry Division and Tenant units, the 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team, the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team, Combat Aviation Brigade, the Division Artillery Brigade, the Sustainment Brigade, the Headquarters and Headquarters Battalion, the United States Army Garrison Fort Riley, and the Medical Activity Department and Dental Activity Department.
And much more. And after them was Command Sergeant Major retired Richard Young, and he was today's Grand Marshal for the parade.
Yes, he started his military career with the draft nose and entered the Army in 1970.
And then following him was the Kansas National Guard. We had 4 service members who are part of the Kansas National Guard 130th Field Artillery Brigade, and following them was Kansas State Senator Yusha Reddy. She is the state senator for District 22 and had served on the Manhattan City Commission for 10 years.
And now here is the 66th District Representative Cindy Carlin. She serves the 66th House District in Kansas. Her district includes downtown Manhattan, K-State, Aggieville, and Manhattan High School, Eisenhower Middle School, and all the schools in the area.
Next we have have to go back a page. Oh no, at the top of the page, here we go. This is the Sons of the American Revolution, whose members can trace their ancestry back to a patriot that served in some way to establish what is now the United States of America. The Sons of the American Revolution promotes patriotism, serving the community, educating, inspiring future generations about the founding of our country. All right.
And they've got a beautiful memorial on the top of their pickup truck here in memory of Mark Naughton. We thank them again for their service.
And following them is the Daughters of the American Revolution Polly Ogden chapter as well. And I think that their information may have been inadvertently left off of this. And the next one coming up after this, as you can kind of hear them in the distance, is going to be the Junction City High School Army Junior ROTC Blue Jay Battalion. Katie, these students are amazing. They go to competitions and they have won so many awards for what they do.
It's really exciting. The bands are such a great part of the Veterans Day Parade. We'll hear them coming up here soon.
Following the Junction City High School Army JROTC is the Manhattan High School Big Blue Marching Band, proudly representing Manhattan High School and the Manhattan community. The Big Blue Marching Band has remained here raised and manifestful for the last 25 years, and the rest
The mission of the American Legion Auxiliary is to support the American Legion and to honor the sacrifice of those who serve by enhancing the lives of our veterans, military, and their families, both at home and abroad.
And this next group that we see here is the American Legion Riders from the Manhattan American Legion Post 17. The Rider chapter is comprised of members from all of the American Legion family units, the American Legion Auxiliary, and the Sons of the American Legion. In addition to providing flag lines and escorts for fallen veterans, they also participate in various events and support veterans and their families within our community, such as the Turkey Run, Operation North Pole, and the American Legion Legacy Scholarship Run. I'm sure that they look down the parade route behind us and see what's going on. It's delaying the rest of the parade from moving. So
hey, it's a live parade. We're out here. Things happen, and I'm just excited to get the parade back up and moving. Thank you again to Fins and F&M Motorsports for sponsoring this live stream today.
definitely, it's going to be a great day today, and we're excited to be able to share this with everyone. And it's not my first time being out at the parade. Katie,
Yes.
you said it's your first time. I've been to multiple Veterans Day parades, always cold.
Yeah.
This is my first time actually being able to kind of announce what's going on and not just observing it, so it's definitely a little bit different for me to be able to do this year.
All right, getting started. Here comes the riders.
The Legion Riders, yeah. And then following the riders is Navy veteran Jerry Rosine and 5 American Legion veterans who are disabled for various reasons and are unable to march in the parade, so they are riding along today, following the riders.
Yes, we thank them so much for their service. Thank them for how they've helped our country and supported us here.
And this next one is the Vista Drive-In Veterans Coffee Group, and it is pulled by a 1938 RV-30 Dodge fuel truck. The veterans include Army, Navy, and Air Force personnel. Riding the cab is Jim Sharp. Jim enlisted at the age of 19 and was deployed to France, and he fought in the Battle of the Bulge with the 1st Infantry Division and earned numerous battlefield decorations.
And this car you see here is a 1930 Model A Ford Coupe. Really exciting to see these old cars. I've never seen anything like it. It's a 61st Assault Helicopter Company, the Lucky Stars and Star Blazers.
And Katie, this is my favorite entry. I'm a bit biased. This is marching band.
Yes, this is the Riley County High School marching band and cheer squad from Riley County High School. Go Falcons. I know Becky's really excited about this entry.
Well, you know, when both my kids can be out here and a bunch of these kiddos claim me as their extra mom, it's kind of the best thing in the world. So. And join this marching band that they were following through the parade. So,
very cool.
Yeah. Give them a little bit of something to do. Following Riley County Grade School's 3rd graders are students from 2nd and 4th grade at Lee Elementary School. And they would like to thank all of the veterans for their service to our country. Looks like a bunch of them have made different little posters to carry with them today as they go through the parade as well, thanking veterans.
So cute. And following them is Amanda Arnold Elementary School. Their 3rd and 4th graders are here to show support and honor veterans as well.
And then following directly behind them, it's kind of hard. They all kind of are grouping together. So we're going to try and I think this is still Amanda Arnold coming by us. I see the Marlatt signs a little bit farther down the street from us yet still. So definitely a lot of kids out in the parade today.
Tons of kids, and next is Marlatt's 3rd graders. They want to say thanks to our veterans for their service, and they're so proud to help celebrate today. It is so cute and so inspiring to see the young kids out here walking through the parade. I remember doing that when I was a kid, and it was just the most fun thing to do.
All right. So 3rd grade from Marlatt. Did you already address that, Katie?
I did.
I'm so sorry. I was checking something on my phone to make sure our live stream is still working properly, and it looks like it's doing great. So all these kiddos are having a good time, it looks like, and getting to be out of school for a little bit and enjoying
Yeah, that's
themselves.
always the best part, is getting out of school, obviously.
And then, let's see. We had quite a list of elementary schools, but it looks
Yep, we're coming up on the end of Ogden Elementary School is here. Frank versus Bergman Elementary School, and Woodrow Wilson Elementary School as well are out here cheering us on and supporting through the parade today.
Also, Flint Hills Christian School as well. Not sure if they've come past us yet or not. It looks like some of these might be a little out of order. So I'm trying to figure out what this next van is. I just printed this lineup this morning, and it looks like, see, I'm finding some of the people that we had come through already, finding their descriptions a little different, out of order. So this is the Kansas Commission on Veterans Affairs office. So I'm not sure where their description is, but if you know anything about the Veterans Affairs, you can look them up online, I'm sure.
So here is Bergman School coming up now. I already addressed them briefly, but here's another whole crew of a whole slew of kids coming up to cheer us on, and they've got their little flags.
Yep, all of these kids, oh my goodness, there are so many of them. And
yes, and now Woodrow Wilson coming up right behind them.
And say, this is definitely something these kids are going to remember for a while, is getting to come out here and be a part of the parade. Yeah, and that's something they're going to remember. And it's going to, you know, something they'll look back on as they get older. And they'll be able to enjoy that, be able to tell other kids about it, and especially as they get older, share their experience and maybe, you know, be able to do something, and maybe they'll follow in the footsteps of some of these veterans that they're honoring today.
Absolutely.
All right, trying to keep track of where we're at. The next one we have coming up is the Flint Hills Christian School. These are kids in grades 3 through 12, along with their teachers and some parents, many of whom are actually veterans themselves. So
yeah, you can see a few of them coming up here in uniform. Really exciting to see that support and see I think our final school come through maybe.
I think so. I'm trying to remember from when I looked over the parade descriptions, but I think that is one of our last school groups that we've got going through. Excuse me. Gonna need to.
And they've got their signs coming up here in the back.
Yeah. And I'm trying to determine what this next one is. I'm not good with cars, guys, so
it's a beautiful old car. I believe it's a 1972 Chevrolet.
I don't know. Not sure. Oh, this is the Honor Flight car.
Okay, so this is Romeo High School's Honor Flight. The Kansas Honor Flight has a mission to take veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials. Romeo High School joined the network in 2012. High School National Honor Society members serve as student guardians for our esteemed veterans during the trip. So you can see the veterans passing by in these fancy cars in the front here, and then you can see their band.
And then the band following them is Rock Creek High School Marching Band. The Rock Creek High School Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Daniel Smith, and the band has 27 students ranging from freshmen to seniors, and recently completed their marching season with their halftime show Rock Creek on Tour. The Rock Creek Marching Band would like to thank all veterans that have dedicated their lives to serving our country.
Absolutely, and now we have the Manhattan Lions Club. The Lions have a dynamic history. Founded in 1917, they're best known for fighting blindness, but also volunteer for many different kinds of community projects, including highway and zoo grounds cleanup, supporting your youth activities and scholarships, and tons of other things. The Lions Club is a great organization.
And then following them was Troop 275. It's the first female Boy Scouts of America troop in Manhattan. These ladies are part of the same organization as the traditional Boy Scout troop, but the troop is exclusively for girls. For more information, you can visit the Boy Scout website. Then following them is Bruce Brady's motorcycle sidecar, riding on a 2006 Harley Davidson, and has a Vietnam veteran who was unnamed in their description. Hanging out. Yeah, hanging out in that sidecar in the cold. That's a little bit chilly for me. Next, we have the Yard Art Classics Car Club. So this is going to be an entry with multiple cars in it.
Yes, lots of old style retro cars coming in.
So they're
a non-profit car club open to all cars, trucks, and motorcycles. They meet once a month from September to May. And they have cruises in good weather. That's really exciting stuff.
Yeah, and then usually, I want to say it's in May, they actually have a huge car show, usually at City Park, where you can go and actually check out all of their cars that they'll have on display. Some of them, you know, depending upon how they've been restored, maybe they'll have the hood pop so you can see the engine. You know, just hard to know what you're going to find when you get out there. All sorts of good stuff. So
yeah,
definitely something to check out and look for around the community. And I know that sometimes those cruises will take place and you'll see that line of cars driving around Manhattan, and you just never know where you're going to see them when they're out on those cruises. My nose is starting to run. It's a little
yeah,
chilly.
it's a little bit chilly. I thought it would warm up a little, and
I know.
it kind of has not.
That's okay though. We're going to make it. We've got gloves, we've got hand warmers. It'll be good.
And it's an exciting parade to watch, regardless of the weather.
Definitely. I mean,
lots and lots of entries,
and the nice
lots of cool cars.
Is it's sunny.
It is, yes. Looks like we've got our next entry coming up here, the Via Christi Village Manhattan retirement community. They're here and they pride themselves on delivering great care to the veterans of Manhattan and surrounding areas. A really great service for former veterans, former military workers.
All right, and then following them is the Kiwanis Club of Manhattan, which is a global organization of volunteers that are dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. The Kiwanis Entourage is a 1957 Chevy pickup with their community services chairperson Kent Foster, a Toyota RAV4 driven by immediate past president Al St. Cyr, and bringing up the rear is a 1964 Cadillac is veteran Todd Laird.
Very nice, very cool cars. We've seen a lot of them today, a lot more than I expected here.
Following them is the Veterans Assistance Healthcare. Its agency is very important to veterans, and their mission is to offer options to timely quality services for veterans through care and respect for one's physical, psychological, and spiritual health. Following them is Old Engine 1. Yes. Old Engine 1 has the City of Manhattan City Commissioners riding on the back, along with the Riley County Commissioners as well today. There are a bunch of them on there, and I'm sorry I'm not naming all of them because I can't find their listing, and it's in a different spot. That was that last minute phone call right before the beginning of the parade, Katie, so that is why we have like none of the information we should probably have for them, so it's alright though. Next though,
see them out here. They also have Hazmat 1, the fire department.
Brand new hazmat.
Brand new.
Yeah, it's a 2024 Pierce Enforcer HDR hazmat truck, and it has a walk-in style truck body, allowing them to be able to do a lot more for the community if that situation ever arises.
Wow, very nice. And then we also have another truck from Manhattan Fire Department, 2017 Pierce Velocity 107 Ascendant. This is the first Quint with an aerial.
Yeah, and following them is our friends with the Riley County EMS in their ambulance. They respond to 5,000 emergencies every year. They have 4 ambulances stopped at all times and an ALS first response unit at 5 stations across Riley County. Yeah.
Very nice. Love the lights and sirens.
Definitely.
And then coming up here next is Manhattan Broadcasting B1047.
Definitely. And then following them are trucks from Riley County Fire District number 1. And they're just going to make all the noise and all all the sounds. Definitely, if you have any interest in being a volunteer firefighter, contact Raleigh County Fire District Number 1. They're always accepting new volunteers to help with fighting fires out in the middle of Raleigh County outside of city limits. And I'm just going to let them do this. Support that east side of town with their firefighting, and they were established in 1967. Again, if you're looking to help with being a volunteer firefighter, definitely contact them. They're always looking for new volunteers.
Yep, and now
apparently Manhattan Broadcasting got a little split up.
E96.3 coming up here, and then next is the Fort Riley Jeep Club. It's a non-profit for people in the area that drive all types of Jeeps and an occasional truck, which might identify as a Jeep. Very nice.
Yeah. I will say this entry typically has a lot of entries.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how many vehicles they have. They're still coming around the corner off of 3rd Street, so we'll see.
I do drive a Jeep, but none as cool as these ones. These are real fancy. I love the Jurassic Park Jeep.
Yeah.
That's classic.
I know a handful of these Jeeps tend to go out and find those off-road spots.
Yeah.
And see if they can test the limits of their Jeeps. So that is. And then some of them, they just have them because they look pretty.
They do. They're very pretty.
Yeah.
They're very nice cars.
All right. The Fort Riley Jeep Club is Three Rivers Inc. Three Rivers is a center for independent living, providing services for people with disabilities since 1986. And they work in collaboration with the Wounded Warriors Program, the Eastern Kansas Veterans Administration, and several local veteran service organizations. Three Rivers is dedicated to serving and employing veterans and was recognized as an outstanding employer by the employer support of the Guard and Reserve program. They currently have several veterans on their board and as their staff.
Very cool. You hear the sirens again, you hear the wee-woos.
Yeah, the next one is the Kansas Forest Service Wildland Fire Engine. So they are responsible for helping out with those wildland fires or those brush fires, grass fires that get out of hand in our area, and they also get deployed to other places across the state when needed.
Absolutely, and they remind us to use fires safely and responsibly. Only you can prevent forest fires or wildfires.
Following them is Manhattan Area Technical College, providing high-quality technical, general, and adult education with 11 programs and 4 short-term allied health courses, including EMT and CNAs. Students get a hands-on learning experience and interact with local industry employers for internships and occupational work experience in nursing, construction, medical lab technology, welding, and other programs. Thanks to Manhattan Tech for yelling at us. And then here's our Eagle co-workers, both Rick in the Power Hits Jeep and DJ Dan in the Q Country truck.
Yeah, 97.5 and Q Country 103.5. You've got DJ Dan coming now. Love to see our co-workers out here in the nice heated cars while we're freezing out here.
Temperature control, and yeah, they're going good.
Next is Willie's Jeep Wagon. Coming up, it's a 1951 Willie's Jeep Wagon driven by Tara and Wes Pierce. Tara is a retired Army veteran who served from 1990 to 2014, and Wes, a veteran who served from 92 to 2003. We thank them so much for their service.
And then following them was the Disabled Veterans National Organization, Chapter 28 from Manhattan. So the national chapter celebrated 100th anniversary, and the Manhattan chapter is one of the oldest chapters in Kansas and is recognized accordingly by National DAV. If you're a veteran or family of a veteran, feel free to meet them on the third Monday of each month at 7 p.m. for their meetings. Their mission is to assist as many veterans as they can within the community in any way that they can.
Manhattan Broadcasting again got split up here, K-Rock 1015.
And then following them is the Heartland Corvette Club. The Corvette was built in Bowling Green, Kentucky since 1953, and this year is the Corvette's 70th anniversary. Anyone wanting more information about their cars is told that they can just approach them and ask them any questions you may have about their cars if you have any interest in joining them.
Absolutely.
So we'll just take a few moments and just check out all these beautiful Corvettes as they drive past us, Katie.
Yes. And you know, with all these cars, you're bound to have some automotive troubles every once in a while.
Right, so why not hit up our friends at F&M Motorsports, located at the corner of Points and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
Absolutely. You can find their website at mhkcars.com.
Or if you're looking for that new car for yourself, but maybe, a new used car for yourself, they do have a sales lot located on Fort Riley Boulevard as well. That they could hook you up with a new ride for yourself. May not be brand new, but it's new to you. So just something to keep in mind if you're looking for that. And then as always, we've got the perfect spot for today's parade, Katie. We are able to have a safe spot to live stream from. We've got access to electricity, and that's all thanks to Finn's Neighborhood Pub.
Yes.
Satish and Tanya were so gracious to allow us to make use of their patio, even though they're not actually open right now.
Yes.
So thankfully they were.
So once you drop your car off at F&M Motorsports, you come down here and have a nice drink.
There you go. Have a nice drink while you wait on your car.
And next now is Howie's Trash Service, Trash and Recycling. They would like to say thank you to all that have served and are currently serving our great country. I know that they take my trash. I really appreciate that.
And then next up we have the Vietnam Vets and Legacy Vets Motorcycle Club.
Look at the bow tie on that pickup truck.
There's not a motorcycle on that, so I'm not sure if I actually have this. This is Black Tie Tactical. There we go. So they kind of got a little out of order, but that's okay. So dress your best by visiting Black Tie Tactical, a new organization on Fort Riley, and is an all-volunteer-run boutique committed to its mission to give back to service members and their dependents, and offers free new or gently used formal wear for military balls, proms, and homecomings, as well as dress uniforms and accessories.
Yep, and now here is Midwest Concrete Materials. They've been here since 1927, standing through 4 generations.
And following them, you see all these beautiful
beautiful puppies. I love dogs. This is Manhattan Mutt School. They will help train your little puppies, your little fur babies.
So Manhattan Mutt School is Manhattan's premier dog training facility. I go trying to smash all the words together there. They offer a wide range of training services that cater to your pup's unique needs. And if you're looking for group training classes, a day school, behavior modification, lots of different things.
Absolutely.
They've got it.
And then out of us, just past us, the Flint Hills out of us transportation, and they provide half-fare programs for veterans.
And then leading the end of the parade is the Festival of Lights train, and it is celebrating the 11th year this year. The Festival of Lights, which is over at Blue Earth Plaza with the giant tree. That tree lighting ceremony is on the day after Thanksgiving, November 24th at 7 p.m. on Blue Earth Plaza. Thank you for joining us for this year's Veterans
I can't believe we're already
Parade.
at the end
I
here.
know, it went by so quickly.
Yes. Well, again, make sure to check out standtomatchday.com for the Armed Forces Community Foundation, and if you feel willing to donate, head down to City Hall or check them out on their website. And again, just thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to Finn's Neighborhood Pub for letting us stream here, and again, thank you to F&M Motorsports in Manhattan for sponsoring the live stream. We cannot do it without the support of you guys.
Definitely a good thing. Check out both of our sponsors. You know, like we said, Finn's isn't quite open yet, but this afternoon, definitely.
Yes.
If you've got the time, come over. They've got anything you could possibly want to drink. You know, I know that Katie and I have definitely had a few drinks over here when we've been off work, and it's a good place to come in. Everybody knows who you are. I feel like it's a good place. It feels kind of like home when you walk in the door.
Absolutely. And thank you guys so much for watching the Flint Hills Veterans Coalition Veterans Day Parade with us. And we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Excellent job, ladies.
Thank you.